Okay, right, what I want to talk to you about is parts of speech, and I want you to be able to pick out in your answers the different parts of speech that are being used. I want you to be able to talk about the nouns that are perhaps being used in Streetcar Named Desire. Now, for streetcar, there is just a wealth of interesting nouns. The two types of nouns that are used are the concrete and the abstract. Let's start with the concrete. Just look at the names. They're great starting points with nouns. They're person, place or thing. Blanche, meaning white in French, gives us a sense of her character, doesn't it? We have Stella, whose Blanche talks about, meaning star, and there's perhaps an irony there, isn't there, that Stella is possibly quite an ordinary person, but actually has been ironically named a kind of star. And then we have Stanley Kowalski. The name, the second name, becomes very important because he's labelled another noun, a Polak, by Blanche. And those nouns really help shape us, our views of this particular character. We also see Blanche using quite a lot of abstract nouns. These are nouns that can't be touched. They're concepts. So she will talk about love, about impossible dreams. And these are important abstract nouns to explore the kind of effect of. When you're looking at verbs, perhaps look at the stage directions. Look for the dynamic verbs. They're the verbs that really create a strong sense of movement or something happening. And so anything which is creating a kind of dramatic effect, any verb will possibly be a dynamic verb. Just mean dynamic, meaning kind of really interesting, dramatic. Look particularly at the adjectives. These are describing words, words that actually modify a noun. They describe a noun. And once again, we see a character like Blanche use very emotive adjectives. That's adjectives that create emotions. So she possibly describes situations in an extreme form through her use of adjectives. And then adverbs. Once again, I'd return to the stage directions. There's a lot of adverbs used in the stage directions. Blanche is described as doing things daintily, for example. An adverb explains a verb. So what you've got to do is find the different parts of speech in an extract or a scene and draw out. Firstly, label what they are, but you're not going to get many marks for doing that. You need to be able to draw out the effect of that. What do these nouns, verbs, adjectives and adverbs make you think? What do they make you feel? What do they make you see? And so these are the sorts of questions you need to ask yourself if you're going to pick out parts of speech.